Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today in this part we are going to add the rest of our objects that are required to make the scene, and we are going to add the materials. So from the drop down click on lamp lights and then click on new. Now rename the material as lamp lights. Now we are going to delete that principal BSDF, so press X and then delete. Now we are going to add an emission shader, so shift A, search for emission and take the output and plug it to the surface. Set the strength of the emission to 5, then go to the rendered view and then delete the light. Go to the world properties, and from here we are going to select an HDRI that we are going to use for our scene. I will put the link to the HDRI in the description box. Now go to the layout again and we are going to hide all the objects and then unhide the default cube. We are going to use the default cube to make the path, so tap to go to the edit mode and S and then Z to scale on the Z axis, and then scale on the x-axis and the y-axis. Make sure that you have face select on and select the top face. Now duplicate the face by pressing Shift D and then hit P and separate by selection to separate the object. Rename the plane as fence because we are going to use it to make the fence. So go to the front view and then rotate 90 degree on the x-axis. Turn on snap and set it to vertex. Go to the side view and then press Z and Z to bring it on the Z axis, and then Z and then Y to bring it on the Y axis. Now snap to the topmost right vertex and then go to the front view. Go to the edit mode, and here we are going to add some loop cuts. So Ctrl R to add loop cuts, and then from number of cuts we are going to set it at 23. Here we are going to add a wireframe modifier, so go to the modifier tab and then select wireframe. We are going to set the thickness to around 0.199 or 0.2. Going to the front view, press tab and then make sure that you have vertex select and select any of the top vertices, and then shift S and cursor to select it. Here we are going to add this railing, so shift A and then cylinder. We are going to rotate it 90 degree on the Y axis. Go to the edit mode and press S to scale it down. Now select the right vertices and then move it along the x-axis and snap to the right vertex. Now do the same for these vertices and move it along x-axis. Now tap to go out of the edit mode, and here select the default cube, and then we are going to add two array modifiers to make an elongated path. We are going to do the same for the railings and the fence. Now unhide the lamp post, and here go to the front view and then press Z and then Z to bring it up and snap it to the top vertex. You can scale the lamppost if you want. I'm going to scale it so that it fits my scene. Now we'll go to rendered view, and from here we'll set the position of our camera. So we're going to press Ctrl Alt 0 so that we can position our camera to the scene. You can move the camera by pressing WASD. It will W for moving closer, S for backwards, and D for A and D for right and left. Go to the wall properties again, and here click on the image texture and then Ctrl T to bring up the texture and the mapping node. Here we are going to rotate the HDRI on the Z axis. Here I am rotating it around 200 degrees, and I am going to turn down the strength to around 0.3. Now click on the lamp and go to the object properties. Click on new. Now we are going to apply our material to the lamp. So here click on the principal BSDF and then Ctrl Shift T. This will bring the file view, and from here I am going to select the material that I want to apply. In order to apply my material more precisely, I am going to unwrap it, so press U and then Smart EV project, and I will set the margin to around 0.06 and then click on OK. Also going to add the same material to the top part of the lamp, so from the drop down select the material that you have applied to the lamp post. Now select all the parts of the lamp because we are going to duplicate the lamp post and we're going to use it to make the scene. So press Shift D and then Z and then X to bring around the x-axis. For the camera, I set my focal length around 20 millimeters. So I am going to press W to bring the camera closer, and this will do. Now if you want to keep the camera a bit more inclined position, then press R and then rotate it slide. Now click on the default cube because we are going to add our road material. You can name it as anything you want. Then click on the principal PSDF and Control Shift T to bring the file view and select the material that you want to apply. Then you can see that the material is not properly aligned, so we are going to unwrap it. So Smart UV project, and then we are going to the UV editor, and from here we are going to tap to go to edit mode and then turn on shrink selection. Now press R then 90 to rotate 90 degrees and bring it a little bit on the x-axis. Now as you can see, the material is nicely applied. Then we are going back to the camera view. Now select the railing because we are going to add the railing material. So rename it as anything you want. Then click on the principal PSDF, hit Ctrl Shift T to bring back the Blender file view and select the material that you want to apply. Now press tab to go to edit mode and then hit A and then U, and from here Smart UV project and click on OK. Now same way select the fence and from the drop down select the material that you have applied to the railing. Then go to the edit mode, press A to select everything, then hit U and then Smart UV project. You can also add a bicycle model or anything that you wish and give it a render. This is my final result. After I have rendered it. At last, I wish everyone a happy new year, and if you like my videos, then hit the like button and then do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.